All right. Hi, everybody. I wanted to make a quick instructional video about the electromagnetic spectrum one pager that you're going to be completing. If you go in to 1014 waves lesson 5, we're going to go down to task number 3. And in task number 3, when you open this document or this folder, this says electromagnetic spectrum one pager. EM stands for electromagnetic spectrum. There are 2 links in this folder. And so one are links for instructions, scoring, and an example one pager. And then this other document is a template for you. So we're going to start here with the instructions. And when you click into this document, it's going to tell you what I am looking for on this one pager. And a lot of this will start to make more sense once you actually see the example. And so we'll get there in just a minute. So looking at this example here is an example of a one pager. And in case you're not familiar with what a one pager is a single slide or a single piece of paper that contains a lot of information in a one-stop shop. And so we're going to be making a one-pager all about the electromagnetic spectrum. So as you can see, this one-pager has pictures, it has words, and so all of these requirements are listed for you in the very first slide up here. So going back to this slide, your one pager is an 80% grade. It is going to be due on Tuesday the 20th. One of the requirements for this one pager is that you need to cite at least 2 sources of information in your one pager. So on your one pager, what do you need to include? Well, you need to have a picture of the electromagnetic spectrum. If you go back to your example, here is a picture of the electromagnetic spectrum. So this kind of shows a whole overview. Now, this is an example, so you're going to need to go in and you're going to need to find your own picture. Okay, you can't just copy stuff from this one and apply it to yours. You're going to have to go out and find your own information. But here's an example of a picture of the electromagnetic spectrum. Then on that spectrum, you're going to need to label each of the 7 types of electromagnetic waves. So I'm going to be looking for radio waves, microwaves, infrared waves, visible light waves, ultraviolet light waves, X-rays, and gamma waves to be labeled on your picture of the electromagnetic spectrum. Then for each of these types of electromagnetic radiation, or for each of these types of electromagnetic waves, you need to have one sentence describing the wave. So what's it like? What does it do? You are going to tell me, is this a low frequency or high frequency wave? And therefore, is it safe or dangerous? Then you're going to provide at least 2 examples of what types of things do we use this wave for. And then you'll need to provide at least 1 picture example for each type of wave. Now, it says here at the bottom, include links to your sources at the bottom of your one pager. So if you are needing some sources, you have your notes. You can definitely use your notes as a source of information. I have also listed for you 5 good, reliable resources on electromagnetic radiation. You have STEM scopes as one option, and then you have these other links. You will notice that it says, do not Google it or use Wikipedia. Okay, we're looking for reliable sources of information here. So when you go back to this example one pager, you can see all of the components that I'm looking for. There's one component missing. So this is not actually 100%. There is actually one component missing. Can you find it? So if we look at this rubric here, or if we looked at how I said I was going to score you, here is a picture of the electromagnetic spectrum. Here are the different types of electromagnetic waves labeled. Here is information that tells me a sentence about that type of wave, what it's used for, and a picture. And so we've got a lot of really nice stuff here. This is almost 100%. The only thing that they're missing here is that they did not provide links for their sources. So I would be expecting somewhere down here at the bottom for there to be at least 2 links to sources that you used for information. Now, if you go over, so you're kind of like, okay, great. Now I know what I'm doing. When you click into this other link in Schoology, I've provided you with some templates, and take it or leave it. Like, you can use this template, but you don't have to. But I just wanted to provide you with a way to get started. So here you could arrange this in a horizontal layout. You could also arrange this in a vertical layout. It's up to you. If you want to do something completely different, that's fine. Take it or leave it. And then here is a point breakdown. So this is how you will be scored, and this will allow you, as you're working, to check your work and make sure that you've got everything. So I think that kind of covers everything. These are links, so you will need to copy this, like make a copy for yourself, and then you will submit in Schoology under task number 3. So that covers it. If you have any questions, please reach out to me, email, office hours, that kind of good stuff. And if you guys are online learners and distance learning, then you will be working on this fully at home. If you are a hybrid learner, then I will be giving you some class time to get started on this and work on this in class. You may have to finish it at home. I don't really know. It kind of just depends on how well you use your time in class. So that's everything for me. I'll talk to you later, and I hope you're doing well. Bye.